Okay, we're live. This is the Corporate Thief Beats here today, guys, and I got a video. I just wrote an article about ideas to promote your mixtapes online and how to fund them, and how to generate a little bit of income at the start to promote your music online and get up a promotion campaign going. The two platforms I'm going to talk about, and I'll go into the screen share in a couple of minutes, just to show you how what I'm talking about and the sites that I'm talking about. The two websites I'm talking about, the two crowdfunding platforms, is Kickstarter.com and Indiegogo. I did a little bit of research online, watched a load of videos, and listened to a lot of webinars, and I read a lot of articles and just kind of did my own little research, and I thought it'd be a good idea to share with people that read my blog or watch my videos online. And it doesn't matter if you want to promote a mixtape. Obviously, I want hip hop artists to listen to my music, so I will write this article to hopefully help them come to my website and help them understand an idea of how to build a little bit of a platform to promote their music online. If you're another beat maker and you find this video, I hope it helps you too. It might you might get other ideas from it as well. I also have like a couple of other income generating ideas that will help me start an ad campaign, such as like a couple of gigs on Fiverr. I also do small gigs on Fiverr with like editing audio for podcasts and editing audio for artists and stuff like that. Just simple edits. Also do I also do write articles for music sites that are related to hip hop and stuff that I actually know about and I can write about. So like all these little kind of tiny bits of income. I also promote affiliate drums on my website because a lot of beat makers come and check out my website, and it's a good idea to show them where I buy my drum sounds, and I get it from the Producer's Choice, and they're a great website to promote, and a lot of top producers use them, and all these little tiny bits of income come together, and I can set up my own campaigns to promote my music then, and it's a good way to promote your music using other kind of ideas, just to generate that little bit of a platform that you can build your audience on, like getting qualified traffic from AdWords or wherever you're dominant in in music, in if it's hip hop or pop or whatever. It's easier to get a better fans, or if you're a beat maker looking for artists, it's better to get them from quality places like Facebook, AdWords, or good good beat websites or hip hop websites, and because they'll be a better, more quality fan, and they'll follow you better. Um, I'll go straight into the screen share now and talk about Kickstarter.com and Indiegogo. I've seen a couple of these being online, and I've watched a couple. I've participated in a couple, and they both have their advantages and disadvantages. And I'm just going to go into the screen share because it's easier for me to talk about. Feel free to share the video as well, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the description. I'll do my best to answer them. You can also reach me on Twitter at Corporate Thief, so just bear with me and I'll go into the screen share. Okay. As you can see here, this is Kickstarter.com, and this is one of the biggest crowdfunding platform online. It has its advantages and its disadvantages. Obviously, with a bigger platform, you have a bigger audience that you can reach, but then again, you have way more people to compete with. Loads of artists come here and promote their music on here, or help get people to promote their help pledge money towards their albums or the promotion of their albums, and it's for a wide variety of different things. It's for film and creative. It's all about artists and how people can help them. It's one of the biggest platforms online. I'm just going to take you back to the article. This is the article I wrote. Crowdfunding and how to use it to promote your mixtape. Um, Obviously, there's a lot of competition on here, but it has become a lot bigger than than it uh, than it was a couple of years ago. So has gotten really hard to promote perfectly, and you have to go through a lot of jumps and hoops to get on there as well. It's not easy. I think you have to be either from America or the UK to promote your album on here, or to get pledges on here. You just set up a campaign, and you set up a campaign, and people can donate money, and then you give them incentives to promote or to pledge money towards you. Whether it could be like posters. If they pledge $5, they get a free poster. If they get pledged $20, they get a free copy of the album or the mixtape. If they pledge $50, they might get a T-shirt, and $100 they might get a ticket to one of your shows. It's up to you how you define and how you can reward people for pledging. And the same goes for Indiegogo. They both work the same kind of principle, but with Kickstarter you can only use it if you're an American citizen or if you're from the UK, and they do take a commission. And as well as that, you have to know with Kickstarter.com, if you don't get your targeted pledge, let's say if you targeted like $1,000 or $2,000, you have to reach that in your time frame that you've set. And if you don't, then the money just goes back to the people that pledged. So you have to get the money that you wanted to reach. I think it's a good way because it keeps out all the lazy people, and it keeps the people that really have good drive and focus to really promote and use Kickstarter.com properly. And it does keep it really good and clean. But I noticed that it's gotten so big now that it's not really funding the little guy as much as it used to. It's kind of it seems like you're funding the little guy, but you're not. There are a lot of these bands that are on here now are backed by indie labels, or they're backed by companies or anything like that, and a lot of artists are backed by something else. So it does feel like it has that little bit of a corporate structure in it, and it might work to you if you're backed by an indie label or anything like that. I'm just gonna go down to Indiegogo now. Indiegogo. Sorry, I just didn't mention there. I just saw a quick point. You have to be over 18 to join Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Oh, sorry, I interrupted myself there. Okay, Indiegogo I think, is more, as the name suggests, is indie, and it really does promote the little guy, and they have a really good community here in Indiegogo, and I've seen how good it can be as well. I already did a video back a while ago on Empire Avenue, where it's a social sharing network. You can go back and watch my video. I'll link it in the description below, and I have an article about it as well, and I've told loads of people about it, and anyone who's seen my video about Empire Avenue is like really hit me up and thanked me for giving them that information, and it's really helped them. So I strongly suggest that you go and join Empire Avenue first, and then listen to take a look at Indiegogo, because it will help you in the future. I saw a campaign on Empire Avenue where uh, a member of Empire Avenue, he got into some legal dispute with um, the slaughter of dolphins in Japan, and he was trying to fight some kind of some. He was trying to fight some legal battle, and he didn't have the funds to get the lawyer that he needed to win the case to protect these animals, and he used his influence on his social media accounts, and his friends actually set this up for him because he actually couldn't set up the campaign. His friends on Empire Avenue actually set this up. This is how good this was. One of his friends set it up, and I think they needed about, was it like 5 or 6 thousand to get it, and I think they got way over that amount, and they just I was shocked of how good of a community Empire Avenue was with Indiegogo, and I really thought, like, Jesus, this stuff really works. Uh, I still think it's a little bit crazy to think that there's people coming to this site and they're just pledging out of goodwill to artists or causes like that, and there are good there are good people out there, and I just thought that example of that person on Empire Avenue, I'm not sure if I can say his name on here, so I might better not. Um, but I just thought that was a great example, and Indiegogo really helps the little guy. And why do I say Indiegogo helps the little guy? If you do not reach your pledge, you still get to keep the money. Now remember what I said with Kickstarter. If you don't get the target pledge that you wanted, you do not get to keep the money. With Indiegogo, you get to keep it still. So that's brilliant. Like, if you have a pledge goal of 2,000 and you only get 1,999, you still get to keep it. With Kickstarter, you don't. It all goes back. Now you have to kind of. I have it in the article. You have to read. Maybe you have to read their FAQ from time to time, just in case that something changes. Both platforms take a little cut of like 4% or 9% of your pledge. So I'm not. I just to make sure I'm not sure. I think you should always check before you sign up and start a campaign with either of these. Um, that you check what percentage that goes to Indiegogo or what percentage goes to Kickstarter. So it's just good to be informed. These kind of things will change over time. So I'll try and update the article from every month, and just to make sure that the information I have is the best, and gives anyone who reads it the best experience as possible. I just wanted to say as well, one good thing I like about Indiegogo.com is you don't have to be an American citizen. You can be from anywhere in the world, and they have a bunch of different currencies as well. So uh, I'm obviously wavering. To the east side of Indiegogo, as it does promote the indie artists, or the indie cause, really. Oops. I'm just looking over my notes here. No, sorry. I planned all this, so I'm just making sure that I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So how can these platforms help you promote or fund your mixtape? Okay. I'm just going to show you the Indiegogo site first before I go. As you can see, before I go on to that now, I'm just going to show you here. You can see a band here have set up a campaign in the middle, and they have $4,304 US dollars. They have 40%, 1% of their total pledge, and they have 140 funders. So we're just gonna click on these guys and just take a look at it and see what their their goal is 10,000. If they don't reach that, they still get to keep their money. So as you can see, this is what I was talking about, the rewards that you give to people who do fund you. As you can see, it can go up pretty high. As you can see, they have the rewards that they offer for their campaigns. You donate $16, you get an album download. You donate $24. You can see as it goes down, they I don't know. Can you guys do that? You can give them tickets to your show. You can give, so it's a great way to share stuff. So if you make hoodies or t-shirts, posters, etc., I think they're a great thing to add to your rewards of the pledging, to anyone who pledges. I just wanted to talk a bit about how you can use these crowdfunding platforms to fund your mixtape. So obviously I did a video on Aweber. I love Aweber now. I'm so happy that I changed over to Aweber. Before November or October I changed over to Aweber. I already spoke about why I changed over. I just didn't like the sign up form that I had beforehand. It wasn't as good. I didn't have the good metrics that I could see from anyone signing up to my site, and I didn't like it. And if you want a if you want a good article to read, I strongly would suggest that you check out my article on Aweber. It will show you how to install Aweber onto your website. It will show you whatever Aweber does. It's an opt-in form that you put on your website so people can get updates from you, and it's a good way to keep people coming back to your website. And I strongly suggest you get it. I also have another article showing you how to install Aweber on your Facebook page. So even if some fans don't want to come to your your website, they can opt in from Facebook using their Facebook login details. And it's a great video and it will really help you. So if you want to check out that, go read that Aweber article. It's on my website here and in the articles. Promote your music online with Aweber. So you have to check out that. And you just you can use your list. Anyone that signs up to your website, you can ask them to help you out to promote your Kickstarter or your Indiegogo campaign. And these people, if you have good messages about your music and they keep engagement with you all the time through email, these guys that sign up to your newsletter are probably the best way to get anyone to help promote your campaign on Indiegogo or Kickstarter. The mailing list is one of the best ways. These people want to hear you and they want to support you. So if you're using any of these campaigns, try and have a little bit of a foundation before you start anything. Because if you're just going in there blind and you've no media presence on YouTube or Twitter or wherever, it's kind of social media, if you don't have a media preference in forums or online in any kind of way, I strongly suggest that you build the foundation first and then start using the crowdfunding platforms, because it'll be just way too hard. You won't be able to get the reach that you need. Obviously you can use social media, and I stress that you don't go on social media and bombard everyone to keep funding you. I think you can use them sparingly. Maybe start conversations with people, try and engage with them and inform them. Maybe upload new pictures of you in the studio, or new pictures of your album work, or anything related to that, and then have a link to your campaign. There's little tricks that you can do, all the time, and it will be better to than bombarding people at someone on Twitter and asking them to promote or help fund your campaign on Indiegogo or Kickstarter. You really have to get people to share it more than anything. Don't ask people to fund it. Ask them to spread the word. Make sure that in any kind of photo that you upload to Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, that there's a like button or a share button around there, so that it'll be better if they share the photo and your link to your campaign is there. Maybe someone else is gonna help them, because the tell a friend method is one of the best things that you can do. Now, I already spoke about the importance of the blog, and if you're online, I think everyone should have a blog. So if you don't have a blog, just start one today. Just get a WordPress blog. You don't have to get the WordPress website yet. You can get that later if you don't have the money. Get a blog today. There's so many blog platforms out there. You can use Google Blogger.com, or you can use Tumblr. Tumblr is a great one because you can be put in with people already in that kind of sphere, and it's a great place to share stuff on Tumblr. A lot of musicians use it, but I think they don't use it in a traditional kind of blog. They kind of use it for just sticking stuff up there, like videos and pictures and stuff, and that's fine. If that's the way you want to do, go for it. But I think a little bit of writing or a little bit of videos about yourself is good. Maybe I think you should do both. That's why I'm doing this. I know that the information that I've written here will help people, but I know that a lot of people will want to read it all, and because they don't have the time or they just couldn't be bothered. But they do. I really feel that this information I will help people. So I'm doing two forms of communication. I'm trying my best with my videos. I know I stutter and stumble a lot, so just bear with me. But I try my best, and I did my little bit of research on the Kickstarter and the ideas that I have here, and a lot of these ones are linking back to videos that I've already done and showing you about the vlogging and the blogging. I've already said them in an article, and there's a link down there, and it also is here. How are you going about promoting your music mixtape online? And it just goes into detail on the importance of a vlog or a blog. Blogs are great. I think vlogging is great because I think video is, a lot of the time, I'm too lazy to read massive articles. Even though I really want to know the information, just don't have the time to spend hours reading a massive ebook. But what I do love is listening to podcasts or vlogging and video. Really like listening to them. Blogs are a great way to update your social media followers. As you can see, this one here links to my other blog. Obviously, I have the article on my website, and I do a small blog here as well on WordPress. Just linking back. It's just an extra way to be found. Okay, and I think the vlog is a good way, especially while you're having the campaign going. You can use the blog and the video vlog in conjunction with together, and write down about how everything is going every day. What are you doing? And it's a good way to keep that buzz going when the campaign is going, and you can use these vlogs and information about your campaign in a slightly easier way of asking people to fund. You don't have to, maybe at the end of everyone you can say it, but it's not as spammy as just getting on at Corporate Thief and going fund my blog, fund my blog, fund my blog, or fund my campaign, fund my campaign. Those methods don't work. They never have and they never will. And you probably lose a lot of fans that way. And anyone else that's following you and sees that will probably unfollow you too. Using content of you online is a way better way of promoting what you have. Obviously, I do these articles here to show artists that come to my website that I can offer more than just hip hop beats. Obviously, I want people to come to my website. Obviously, I want people to come and buy my beats. But I don't want to be like the other beat makers, just going on Twitter and just bombarding everyone with messages, buy my beats, buy my beats, buy my beats, buy my beats. I don't like doing it. I feel like a scumbag. I did it on MySpace a long time ago, and I just never liked that model. And I'm trying my best with using my articles, my little bit of information that I learn, and I try and do myself, and hopefully share with someone who can use it and will benefit from it. I do hope to use Kickstarter and Indiegogo soon, but I don't want to just chuck anything up there. I really want to have a good, proper plan of what I do. I'd love to just get something simple like an EP or something like that. I have a couple of beats that are not hip hop, they're electronic beats, and I plan on doing it sooner or later. I'm not procrastinating. I'm not procrastinating. I'm just not putting up something that I'm not proud of yet, and I don't have a proper strategy yet, but I'm writing everything down. I'm writing down my goals on my pad here, and I'm writing down how I can go about it. I have some strategies, but I want to make sure I have the best EP first, and I'll talk about that in the future. I didn't want to kind of bring that up there. I kind of got into it. I really want to use these platforms. I think I would go for Indiegogo. I can't go for Kickstarter because I'm not from America. I'm not from England. So I don't have a choice. But if I did have a choice, I would definitely go with Indiegogo, only on the basis of how I saw people on Empire Avenue using it. I've seen a couple of things, and I'm just amazed how good it works. And if you're professional about it, and how you go about it, and you have a nice network of people that will help you out, you should be good. You should be pretty good to help to promote your campaign. You can use family members as a great place to start if you had a campaign on any of these crowdfunding platforms. Family members are the first people that will fund you, if not your mailing list. I still think the mailing list of new subscribers is just brilliant. These people are always like asking me to do videos and stuff, and they like hearing my articles and stuff like that. So I always get a good response from people that see my articles or see my these kind of videos, and they I would use the mailing list to ask people to help me out, and I'd probably do something to benefit them. Anyone that would help me out on my mailing list could be entered in a draw for an exclusive beat by the Corporate Thief Beats. That's another great idea. Just in case if any beat makers are listening to this, maybe that's what you guys could do. If it was artists listening, like that would be a good idea. Or maybe they could pick some leases that they want for free. that kind of idea would be the strategies that I would use. So even though I'm asking people to pledge stuff, I'm still giving back, and I'm trying my best to give in the way that both parties will benefit from it. And I've already touched on Empire Avenue there. I have a video. If you look here, there's a blue link here, and also I think if you click on that, that'll take you straight to Empire Avenue. Um, if you go to my article about Empire Avenue, you'll find it up here. I think it's been buried now because this is my articles page. There's the bottom there. You can see the view all, and that will take you to all the articles. There's 3 pages of articles. I think I have about 50 articles on the website now, and I think 48 are written by me. I think I got VAs to write too, and I didn't like the SEO return that I got on them, so I continue to only write my articles here on the Corporate Thief Beats by myself. I use VAs to write my articles on all my other websites, on my other beat sites and drum sites. So back to the article. This is the Empire Avenue one. I think if you're looking for a great community to help promote yourself online, Empire Avenue was a great way to start, and it would really benefit you in your campaign with funding your mixtape using the platforms. And I think we've nearly come to the end of the article, and I think that's about it. Just to recap what I said anyway, obviously you have the 6 forms of ways you can use to get people to promote your campaign or share your campaign or take part in your campaign. You obviously have the 2 platforms with Indiegogo and Kickstarter.com, and I really hope this article helps you guys, and I'd love to hear anything that you have to say on these crowdfunding platforms. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. If not, I'll do a little research, and I'll see if I can find the answer or ask someone that will know the answer. I'm sure if I pop the word out on Empire Avenue, I will get an answer. Or so make sure that you share the article. If you really found it helpful, share the article, and share the video as well. And this is the corporatethieFbeats.com, and thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it.